hits, I take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me.
It's week 7 of the NFL, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Titans under the...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to work. And before he's out of bounds. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 22 carries, 78 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They go play action here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to...
Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back, able to get it done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. 2nd and 10. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Ooh, the juke. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle.
And oh, it coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes, right side. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how the defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. There again is Cooks, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Now back to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
There on third down, just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Titan football.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
T. Higgins,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
The Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
After review the play,
overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's second down now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go.
Second and 6. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now they send them back to the drawing board.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? We're beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Baron Browning coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry. Oh, he's got a little Derrick Henry all alone. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? He'll look to throw. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Baron Browning, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A first down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Draw play, this is Henry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Able to find Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Fant, 62 yards.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Henry again on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground. Manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Able to connect with Chark.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and 3. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll go with a keeper. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
This one downfield to Burks.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey,
A lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team, and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.